next chapter of our big lap. Just leaving Esperance now, and we're crossing the Nullarbor soon. We're heading up to Norseman now to get to the air highway, and then we're going to stop twice at the Baxter Rest area, and then at Eucla at the Bunder Cliffs. And so it's going to take us a few days.
So this time in a couple of days we will be in our next state, which is very exciting.
So we're back in Norseman now, and we're about to go onto the air highway. There's the sign there. Adelaide that way, so on our way there now. There's the car, there's Holly. Let's do it. We're just stopping on the side of the road now for a bit of lunch. Holly's got a leftover frittatas and I've got some leftover paella. And we'll be back on the road again. We just made it to the 90-mile straight. 146.6 kilometres of straight road. Luckily we've got a campsite in between that and the end, because it's going to take a long time. Right, off we go. Got to our first campsite on the Nullarbor. The drive wasn't too bad, but we did have a few issues with the car. The first minor one being that we found out that this comes loose on corrugation, so I had to really tighten up that top bit of the antenna. The second one, which is a bit more major, is the fuel filter. So came up with a warning on the dash, so we do need to change that. Luckily we bumped into two blokes that were really helpful and told us how to fix it and how to drain it at the back here and then prime it again. So yeah, that's something we need to fix once we get to Adelaide, but for now we're all good. So we're just gonna tuck in for dinner, probably do some wraps or something, and then head on the road straight nice and early at probably 6-7 o'clock in the morning and keep going. Probably like 8 hours tomorrow on the road. So yeah, big one ahead of us. So we've just woken up at the Baxter Rest area. Pretty good for a first night in the desert. It got a little bit cold, but... It
was a bit cold, but it was a still night.
Yeah, it was pretty good. So now this morning we're just going to jump back on the 90-mile straight and head just past Eucla to the Bunder Cliffs. So it's going to be a pretty boring drive, but hopefully we see some interesting stuff.
But it's a pretty good day to be stuck in the car because it is just
very rainy again.
Rainy and depressing, but you know what? That's fine.
Yeah, so we'll show some clips of the drive, but otherwise, yeah, we'll see you there.
So I just needed to take the camera to film something amazing that I know I'll regret not filming if I don't do it now. There are whale bones here that are real. And they are so like thick and heavy, like I can barely move it. I don't really know, this could be part of its rib, parts of its spine maybe. It's just amazing.
So we've been driving on the air highway for a while now, and everyone said that crossing Nullarbor was going to be pretty boring, but
we had a good time.
We've had a pretty interesting and good time. We we left off from Baxter Rest area after talking to people that had been on the road for 9 years.
That was cool.
And then when we stopped to get petrol, we found a bloke who was riding from Tasmania to Perth on his push bike.
Yeah, cycling.
Like cycling. So I got a photo of his bike and him, and we saw like a massive eagle on the side of the road, like another massive bird. I don't even know. It
We
like
hit a little bird. It's stuck in our roof rack at the moment.
Yeah,
that was horrible. But we went past so many signs of kangaroo and cow signs like beware, and we didn't see a single cow or kangaroo or emu.
No.
Nothing.
I haven't seen much wildlife other than like a few birds, really.
It's because it's pouring.
Yeah, and now we're in Eucla, and yeah, rainy as anything, sadly.
We just used a payphone.
Yeah, we just use a payphone. They're free, so that was good to get in touch with everyone. And we're about to cross the border now into South Australia. So that's pretty cool, and we'll check out the Bunda Cliffs and everything. So yeah, back on the road we go.
Welcome to South Australia.
Okay.
Well, that was easy.
That was pretty underwhelming, I'll be honest. We're in South Australia.
Woohoo!
Cool. Just got to camp now at the Bunda Cliffs, and it is very, very, very rainy. But me and Holly have done the setup very nicely. I'll show you. Got my rain jacket on. Show you what our setup looks like. It's not bad. Got the side awning wall up, so we're nicely protected. Got a good dune there as well to protect us from the wind. And over there is the bite. So I'll go over there and show you now what that looks like. Here we are now at the edge of the bite, and it is really stormy and amazing. Oh my god. What? We've just woken up on the Bunda Cliffs.
Woken up?
Woken up, yeah,
We
many
never
times.
slept.
I don't think we ever slept. We battled through a storm the whole night. It was really windy and like super duper rainy.
It was like the worst night ever. Our tent just gave
Yeah,
way.
some of the water seals aren't holding off as they probably should.
So there's wet in every corner of the tent.
Yeah, but at least we found some dry patches.
We're heading off before breakfast because I think we should find somewhere more
comfortable to eat. And then we're going to make it into Sejunia, so we'll have finished our journey across the Nullarbor.
Thankfully.
Goodness. So I guess this marks the end of this chapter of our journey crossing the Nullarbor. We're not going to do it ever again in the rain, I think. Anyways, bye.
So as we mentioned yesterday, or this morning, we had really terrible rain last night and for the past few days, so all of our mattress and sheets have been soaking and just getting worse and worse every day. And finally the sun has decided to come out a little bit, so we've pulled over at a rest stop and we are hanging literally everything along the fence. We've got our mattress, we've got pillowcases, sheets, plastic bags, rain jackets. So yes, and Aiden is up there trying to repair the tent. So hopefully that's the end of that problem.